Footbap Nation!
Let's ride.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Fantasy Footbaps podcast. We've got a special guest today. Dave, say what up.
What's up, Footbappers?
And we got Paul. I think he was using a voice changer there for a second,
Yeah,
but
Paul, turn that shit off.
Yeah, Paul, turn that voice changer off. Okay, so Paul's back.
Paul's back. All right, cool.
So this is not the happiest episode of all time for us three. Depending on where you're at in the league, some of you might be happy, but me, Dave, and Paul are washed as fuck. Dave's 0-3, Paul's 0-3. I would have never seen the day that either of you would be 0-3, let alone both of you. I'm fucking 1-2. Dave hasn't won a game in any of the 5 fantasy leagues he's in. He's 0-15.
Okay, all right, hold on. Not that it's that much better, but I am 1-8 across 3 different leagues, not 5. It's still very pathetic, but.
And Dave, you were talking about potentially retiring from fantasy next year, right?
Yeah, I think this is the year. I think this is the year that the signs are just pointing to that direction. It's time to hang it up. I've had a good run over the years, but
yeah, have you and Mike switched places now? Now you're going to be the one quitting?
I think we have. Actually, what's funny is, I guess I didn't know this, but you can look at like your record or like your over the years who you've performed best and worst against. And Mike's worst performances always come against me. So I think the tides are now turning, and Mike.
Oh, that is exactly why I'm feeling washed, Dave. Because I didn't even mention it the last time, in the last episode I might have, but when we recorded before this and everything was fucked up. Regardless, I was 7-0 against Austin all time, lost to him last week, and I think I was 9-1 against Nick all time, and now I lost to Nick this week. Damn. So the tides really are turning, dude.
This is like if like Bama, OSU, and I don't even know, name another third.
Georgia.
I guess. Georgia. Yeah. Just all started off like 0-3 in college football. You'd be like, wow, this is the end of everything we know.
Yeah, honestly, 0-3 in college football, that would be like the craziest thing of all time. If they all just lost week 1 to unranked opponents, that would be the level we're at right now. Now, if we're all like 1-5 by week 6, then yes, that would be all of them starting 0-3, and it would be fucking tragic. But I did look at some numbers, and I think it was like if you start out 3-0, you have an 84% chance of making the fantasy playoffs. 2-1 was like 66. 1-2 was like 28 maybe, and 0-3 was like 10% or 12%. So wow. Yeah, it's yeah. Never back down, never what?
All right, here's the thing. Kirk Cousins is we're all three having a Kirk Cousins year. You know, they're starting 0-3. He's gonna lead them back into the playoffs, just like us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. I kind of like the sound of that. Let's just get right into the games. You guys can hear my rant about the games. Not that I haven't been ranting to you guys all weekend anyways, so you guys get to hear this for like the 20th time. The Bills defense scored 31 fucking points on me. They had 9 sacks, 4 picks, 2 fumble recoveries, and a touchdown. Honestly, when they scored 31, I think I texted you it, Paul, if not you, then Chip or someone, but like I knew from then it was already like if a defense puts up even 20 on you, your week looks bleak, you know? But when it's 31, it feels like how the fuck could you ever win a week when someone's defense scores 31 points? I almost wish I lost like 128-80. But Laporta puts up 18 for me, which is fucking awesome. I like him a lot. Herbert got me 30. Amari got me 21. All this to say, I just feel like I wasted a week where like a lot of my guys did really fucking good. You know. Also, who would have guessed that James Conner would have the best game of his career against the Dallas defense? That fucking sucked.
He turned back the clock the other day.
Yeah, and apparently Joe Burrow can go out and look like shit and only throw like 200 yards, but 150 of them and like 80% of his completions can go to Jamar Chase, who had like 15 catches for 150 fucking yards. Yeah. That sucked. Well, you know what really sucked also was I was still up by like 6, Paul, or whatever. But when Jamar Chase caught that 50-yard pass, I was like, wow. That was like the only thing. The 2 things I couldn't have happen were Jamar Chase catching a touchdown or catching like a 40-plus yard pass. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's that fourth quarter Monday Night Magic. That's all it was.
Yeah. So right when I thought that my Monday night luck was turning around when I had Garrett Wilson score that touchdown against you, Paul, it went right back down the fucking drain. Also, if Elijah Moore didn't fumble, would have won. That sucks. If Amari Cooper didn't get called out of bounds on the most egregious out of bounds call of all time, would have won.
Yeah, that actually is insane that happened.
If Tony Pollard didn't have a touchdown scored by their backup, would have won. Like if he scored it. Jerick McKinnon scored 2 touchdowns. CEH scored a touchdown. So if Pacheco got any one of those 3, the Eagles at the end of the game, they'd like need it. Well, they picked up a first and then like need out the clock. And if they would have kicked a field goal with Jake Elliott, would have won. There were a lot of fucking things that happened. Looking back, it's kind of fucking depressing. I'm just hoping for a stat correction, but instead I lost to Nick by less than a point. And the tides are turning. I'm fucking washed. And now let's go to washed number 2, Paul versus Austin. Paul, walk us through what happened here.
I can't even describe what happened. It was just a shit fest all around. I mean,
you have 22 points from Zach Moss and still lost by 20 points, which is impressive.
When Zach Moss leads your team, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's fucking over at this point.
Nico Collins was a huge disappointment this week.
Yeah.
I just love that Jerry Jeudy ended up scoring. Jerry Jeudy ended up doing something for the first time in his life the second that Paul benched it.
Just for Nico to shit the bed and Jeudy to not play back. They were down by literally 50. It must have points in the fourth quarter anyway. But
dude, Paul, your mic is fucked. You got to fix your mic. Dave, are you hearing it like I am?
Yeah, it sounds like when you're on Xbox and someone's mic is like too close to the face.
Oh god,
I'm crying.
Is it actually fucked still?
Keep talking. Say the Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
I think it's okay.
That sounds good.
Right.
CJ Stroud got you 21 too. Pretty sweet. Amon Ra's just going to get you like 10 to 15 points every week. I love players like that. But Joe Burrow with 8 points. Dude, we're going to get to the waiver ship, but like Paul made a statement on the waivers this week. I can't wait to get to. But in terms of Austin, he's 3-0, and for anyone that hasn't been paying attention, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and the Browns defense combined for 70 to 90 points for him every single week. Like basically all of his fantasy points are being scored by Cousins, Jefferson, and the Browns defense. It's fucking insane. 9, 14. Oh, and then ETN, I guess, had a pretty good deal. Yeah, but Kirk Cousins, 30 last week, 26 this week. Justin Jefferson.
The Jalen Warren flex start.
Dude, that was absurd. I told Paul, I was like, if Austin loses to you because he started Jalen Warren over Cortland Sutton, who, don't get me wrong, I don't think Cortland Sutton is like any good, but like you would think in that situation, you'd be like, let me start the team going against Miami that's going to have to pass the ball as opposed to like the backup running back on the Steelers, you know? Yeah. But maybe he saw that. It honestly might have just come down to him being like, Jalen Warren scored more points last week. Put him in the lineup.
It worked.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, he got the win. It worked. Even though he scored 9 less points, it did work. Nico Collins, I just don't think he's the one there anymore. And now, Paul, I need your. Dude, Tank Dell's fucking awesome. Oh my fucking god! Actually, that's another depressing. Not to go back to my game, but heading into the week, Pacheco was like a game time decision. He played at 4:00, and I was like, "Fuck me, dude!" Like I wanted to pick up Tank Dell all week to play him at my flex instead of Elijah Moore. But I needed a running back on my roster that played at 4:00 or later to like sub Pacheco out if he was ruled out. And so, of course, instead of getting Tank Dell for free, I had to spend up this week, and we'll get to that. But also, if I just had Tank Dell on my fucking team and started him at flex like I wanted to, I also would have won this week. God, but fuck this week. But Paul, I need the panic meter on some guys on your team. Joe Burrow panic meter 0 out of 10.
That's like a 10 for sure.
Okay. Dallas Goedert.
Real bad.
Dallas Goedert 0 out of 10.
That's like an 8. I mean, he's improving every week. It's just shit numbers.
So. Okay. Calvin Ridley 0 to 10.
0. He's fine.
Okay, Jerry Jeudy 0 to 10.
Jerry Jeudy is a 0. He's insane. He's next up, you know.
I don't know why you love Jerry Jeudy.
He's poised for a breakout year.
Paul's gonna Nick's gonna love this because Nick is another person that's on the same camp as me. Of like every time we talk about Jerry Jeudy, he's like, "Why the fuck do people think he's good?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude." He's next up, dude.
He's literally Calvin Woodley too. He's the same player.
Panic meter Kadarius Toney.
He's off the fucking team.
15, yeah, I was gonna say, dude, it's above 10.
Bro's cut.
Boy is ass.
Nico Collins,
dude, Dave, I thought you were gonna say Bub is ass. Bro, Bub's ass. Wait, isn't Bubs a person?
That's what people used to call Ethan, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now it just sounds like I'm saying, "Oh, Bub's ass, dude." It's pretty nice. All right, next game. Another. So anyway, Paul is 0-3 after losing to Austin by 20. Austin's 3-0. It's fucking crazy.
Austin turned the ship around quickly.
Dude, I know. Not like. No, he turned the ship around very slowly, Dave, because he's never made the playoffs in the league life. So
well, okay, but I just mean like in terms of last year compared to.
Oh, you're right. In terms of like the disastrous like 1-win season to now, yeah. Dude, I mean, we're gonna have like two different sides of this. Steve went from winning it all last year to last place, or winning it all 2 years ago to last place. Austin's gonna go from one of the last place spots to winning it this year potentially, like just huge turnarounds, dude. Yeah. And then the newcomer Chip, he gets a win. Gorman loses to him 1-2. Dude, I don't even know what to think about like either team. Like, I mean, Raheem Mostert scored half of Chip's points this week. He won 103-85. Raheem Mostert had 42. You take those. But I don't know, like Justin Fields, I just think I don't think I ever want to start him I don't know if you guys have him in a league, but I don't think I'd ever want to start him.
I almost took him in one, but I'm glad I didn't. I just don't think the Bears as an organization should have any players that are rostered on any fantasy team at this point.
No, I 100% agree, and that's the toughest part is because I have Roschon Johnson and Khalil Herbert, and I'm like, I don't want either of these fucking guys on my team. But also I'm like, if I drop one and then they randomly have like 20 carries for 180 yards or something, like one of them does that, then I'd hate myself forever that I like gave up on them a week early, Yeah. But no, I agree. I don't think anyone in a Bears uniform should be rostered.
Like Fields, if they actually let him run, maybe. But I don't. The way he is now, I would not.
And now we made fun of Chip for picking Jared Goff up for $20 or whatever last week, but now it looks like that might be a good pickup for him because he's probably gonna have to start Jared Goff from now on. Unless he wants to just keep throwing Fields out there, but I don't know how much longer you can throw him out. Fields had one fantasy point until the fourth quarter. I don't know if anyone saw. I don't know. I think they scored one late touchdown and like maybe another drive like towards the end. And yeah, because I looked the entire time, Justin Fields had between 0.8 and 1.7 the entire game. I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was going to end with less than 5.
DJ Moore also had like 1 point till the end too.
Yeah, no, both. I mean, I think he threw a touchdown to DJ Moore, and that's the only reason why DJ Moore even did that. So yeah, Chip. I think Chip's probably looking to make some moves. I mean, he has Eckler hurt and Waddle hurt, and he'll get them back. But like, Chip's probably going to try selling Mostert. I don't know how he feels about Stevenson. Like, Chip has pieces that he can trade and like try to get shit.
Yeah, and guys.
He's just got to. What he's got to do, I think, if he doesn't want to start Justin Fields or Jared Goff, I think he has to bite the bullet and like offer something like good for a quarterback. It would probably suck, but like, or he could just fucking say Jordan Addison for like Geno Smith and call it a day. Like, I don't know. Geno's probably doing fucking good for fantasy for the most part. Gorman just loves throwing Michael Thomas out. Dude, Gorman's bench went off. What the fuck? 26 points from Thielen, CEH, why was DeAndre Swift even on his bench? He just scored like 30 points last week. What the fuck is going on? Gorman's lost it. This man's starting Breece Hall against New England over DeAndre Swift. So I actually don't think Gorman's in like that horrible of a spot. I just think he needs to change his lineup around. Yeah, he's
like a top 10 receiver right now.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy because Adam Thielen's like 40 years old and white.
The only thing that sucks is like they're gonna start.
What's his name? Bryce Young.
Bryce
Yeah,
Young, yeah.
that's what I was thinking. He might have lost the weeks that he had of Thielen being relevant with Andy Dalton throwing, which like Andy Dalton probably just sees a white guy and loves throwing to him. Like that's probably why he's been throwing to Thielen so much. Because I can't think of another reason why. I really like Thielen's fine. He's whatever. But yeah, Bryce Young will come back and that'll probably hurt him. Derrick Henry washed ?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
it's sad to say, but King
Yeah,
Henry
nice.
is
Is he 30? He's got to be like 30.
Oh, I think at least
almost 30. He literally is 30.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, Gorman 1 and 2, but I don't think and Trevor has been bad for him. I don't know what's gonna keep happening there, but
the Jags are fucking shit. I don't know what happened.
yeah,
I think they were never. I'm gonna say something that might be a hot take. I don't know if they were ever that good. I think they went on a good run at the end of last year, and then
Dave,
they, like, had
you're
this huge win in the
speaking
playoffs.
you're speaking gospel right now because me and Nick Barlow have said the same thing all summer. Because all summer people were like, yeah, the Jags they're next up. Trevor Lawrence is a top 5 elite level QB, and it's like, okay, none of the numbers or anything are pointing to like the Jags being elite or Trevor being elite at this point. Like Trevor threw like 24 touchdowns last year and like 3,000 yards, and we're like, yeah, I mean, put him over fucking Herbert, who last year he wasn't injured, threw 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. Like, what are we fucking doing here, guys?
No, I think they're good. I definitely think they're good, and they had a good run last year and like that good playoff win. But like, I think that playoff win like has had people going way too crazy. Like, people were like, oh, they could make the Super Bowl or AFC Championship. I'm like, all right, let's slow down a little.
Yeah, the one playoff win against a cursed Chargers team whose coaching staff decided to pull an Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl and basically just let the team come back, which was so stupid. Like because we were watching that game. I think we were out. And I just remember being like, dude, they're just letting them come back. This is exactly what the Falcons did. Like, why are they doing this?
Soft.
Yeah, so it's one playoff win, like apparently made them Super Bowl contenders and Trevor Lawrence elite. But, I agree with you, Dave. I don't think they were ever really that good. I just think they kind of got overhyped.
I think they're just good. I think they're in a bad division.
If the Texans win that division, I'm going to fucking be so happy. That would be so awesome.
Texans winning it for sure.
If the Titans, I don't think the Titans have a chance to win it, dude.
Texans.
Oh, I thought you said Titans like joking. I was like, because I knew obviously there's no way you believe that, but
hell no.
Dubag's a fucking mess. Dubag had the best team going into the playoffs last year. Should have won it all, but he got too cute and took T. Higgins out of his lineup for DeAndre Swift, who had scored nothing for like 6 straight weeks. And now Dewey's falling apart. He scores 69 points this week and loses to Steve 120-69. It's ugly. I mean, he's got Stafford at quarterback. Oh, because he had Aaron Rodgers. So Dewey lost Aaron Rodgers. T. Higgins, I don't fucking know what's going on. I think he got 10 targets and caught 1 pass this past week.
He dropped a ton of passes. I mean, at least 2 that I can remember, which seems like a lot for him.
Week 1, he had 8 targets and 0 catches.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then this week it was 8 and 2 catches. That's fucking crazy.
I think Dewey getting too cute with it just cursed Higgins.
Yeah, you're right. He put because T. Higgins when he was on. Oh no, because that first week he had Higgins. He did get Higgins. He did get him 25 points. I don't know, man. I look at Dewey's got to make some fucking moves. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think Jonathan Taylor's playing. Did you guys see the report?
Yeah, he's not playing with the Colts. That's at least.
Yeah, he said he's not playing with the Colts, and the Colts don't want to pay him, so he's just probably not going to. Yeah, your season's going to get saved by Zach Moss, dude.
I heard the Dolphins might get him though. Actually, that's like the big rumor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So then the Dolphins just have Mostert, Achane, Jeff Wilson, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
like that would be.
To give anything up for him now, but I did feel like I did hear that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Surprised he benched Jordan Love for Stafford because since his defense isn't bad and Jordan Love's been doing fine from what I know. Yeah, Jordan Love. What the fuck? Damn. Did you guys know that Jordan Love has 23 points, 20 points, and 25? I can't.
He's been really good. I have him in one league, but I haven't started him yet.
Go to the top. 4. Yeah. I thought he'd be higher, honestly. I know Herbert and Kirk Cousins are ahead of him. I wonder who the third ahead of him is. Tua. It's got to be.
Yeah. Definitely.
Wow. I'm a fucking loser that I just rattled that off the top of my head. I just knew that. I think Kirk Cousins is QB1. If not QB1, then it's Herbert. But yeah, JSN's done nothing. Jamal Williams is hurt. Dewey's team's looking rough, dude. Dewey's team's looking rough. It's crazy too because Michael Pittman is like good this year for some reason.
Yeah.
So you'd think that his team would look better. I bet there are better days coming for Dewbag. He'll get Christian Watson back, and I'm sure Jonathan Taylor will end up playing somewhere, and Dewey's team won't be as bad. But 0-3 just sucks.
Bengals offense will turn it around, and Higgins and Mixon will be
good. Yeah. So Dewey's team's gonna turn around. I'm not like too entirely worried. Steve's team has just been insane. I mean, I think Chris Olave just basically gets 10 plus points a week. Yeah, he doesn't do anything special. He just gets 10 targets a game. Catches
no touchdowns either too.
Yeah, exactly. If he starts scoring touchdowns, yeah, he'll be really good. Ken Walker just keeps scoring 2 touchdowns a week.
I don't understand that.
Dude, Ken Walker is, I don't know if you see, Ken Walker like barely plays. He played on like 49% of snaps this week or something, but it doesn't matter when. What'd you say?
Who's the other dude they have?
Charbonnet.
Yeah, I definitely thought Walker was like they're gonna be their main back. I didn't realize.
Well, he is like their main back. It's just he starts and stuff, and he gets more touches. But yeah, like the backfield is like 50-50 split, or at least it was this past week. We'll see what happens going forward. I mean, Kenneth Walker's gonna be fine, you know. I just thought it was interesting that it's like you could play 50% of your snaps and drop 30 fucking points. Is he the RB? No, because Mostert and A-Chain are RB1 and 2, but he would be RB1 if not.
How about his Devontae Smith? You know?
Yeah, Devontae didn't have a good game, but I don't know if I'm really all that worried about it.
I know. It's just funny that Steve always complains about him.
Oh yeah. Steve told us how much he hated Devontae Smith and then drafted him, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Were you like trying to trick us?" So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, if he actually does hate Devontae Smith, he won this week. But if he lost, he probably would have been pissed. Yeah, Steve's got a good team. I think Steve's clearly the best team in the league.
Yeah, his bench is nice too.
Yeah, it's like every single starting player. He has a good quarterback, 2 elite running backs, potentially elite two potentially elite wide receivers, at least 2 really good wide receivers, a really good flex, an elite tight end, an elite defense, even though they had -2 against the Cardinals somehow. And then on his bench, like his bench is fine too. So yeah, Steve's team is fucking stacked, dude. I don't know when he's gonna lose. I don't know what the matchups are this week, but it's hard to see a world where he loses with the role that his guys are on right now. And now we have washed number 3, Dave. This was game of the week.
Game of the week. Damn, yeah. I really just didn't. This just tells you everything you need to know. This is just. I don't know. I lost my touch.
It's crazy that you could have Tyreek Hill giving you like 30 to 40 points a week, and you're just fucking losing.
Yeah, well, I think, Josh Jacobs and Dameon Pierce being my running backs, it's not been ideal. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Dude, when you started off with Tyreek, I was like, he's done it again. He's going to draft a good team. And then the second you picked Josh Jacobs, I was like, he just cracked under the pressure. Why did he just take Josh Jacobs?
I don't really know because Josh Jacobs, wasn't he good last year? I know overall he's really like... Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was good last year. Yeah. But I guess my thing was like he's never been really that good. And then you have Jimmy G coming in, and then like I just didn't trust him.
They paid him all that money. They're gonna use him a lot, and
he got paid. Why did I think he didn't get paid by them?
I'm pretty sure he did, right? Unless I'm just way off on this.
I honestly have no idea. He probably did. Wow, he hasn't even scored double digits yet. Yeah, I'm sure Josh Jacobs is going to come around at least a little bit. But like if anyone that was hoping to get like a potential top 3 running back again, I think it's probably out the window unless they make crazy changes there. But I mean, any team that has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Hurts has a chance to turn things around, Dave. So I don't think it's...
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I get Kamara this week, so...
Yeah, Alvin time.
Yeah, I mean... Mike not only beat you, because you said that you've kicked his ass historically, right?
I mean, like in general, like my record against him is really good.
What was it? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I don't know.
Okay, either way, yeah, I mean he kicked your ass. 141 to 98, which like I would have never guessed. I mean Lamar gets 28, even though he looked bad. Devontae Adams just. Holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh, well, yeah, dude, that's what I texted you before the game. I put money on Devontae Adams 110 plus yards because that's just...
Dude, I should have listened to you. I thought that you were joking when you said... Because I thought you said that and then you were like, haha, joking.
No, I was not joking. I was dead serious. I should have done more yards. If
We should have
anything.
just done 150.
Anytime we play against a receiver like Davante Adams, even as good as our defense is, we just have no answer.
Yeah.
Ayuk went off against us. I just knew it was gonna happen. So.
Oh, dude, Ayuk is fucking good. I really would like.
Yet,
Did you say Ayuk's not good?
No, I said not that I'm saying he's not good. I'm just saying like I just knew he would.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I'm saying
I will probably have like 130 yards. So make sure to start him this week.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, Ayuk I think is really fucking good. Ayuk is someone that I think is like how Stephon Diggs used to be looked at on the Vikings as like, yeah, he's a good wide receiver too. And I'd be like, no, dude, like Stephon Diggs is fucking really good. He just needs to have a quarterback that throws him the ball more than they do Adam Thielen, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that Ayuk is also like one of those kind of like I just think he's really fucking good. Yeah. Oh my god, Dave, your easiest opponent is apparently Kyle. You're 7-2 against, but I think that includes Kevin's stats. I don't think that's all. Like
it goes back to 2017, I think.
Yeah, and Kyle didn't join till 2019, so you might have beaten Kevin like 2 times a year before. You never know. I honestly have no idea. But also, you're 6-2 against Mike all time before this week. Yeah, Mike's team is looking. I don't know. Okay, so Mike's team is looking good, but how did Addison get 15 points, dude? He fumbled like 3 times again. Did he not lose any of them? Have you guys been watching Alexander Madison?
A little. I watched some of that game just when it was on Red Zone, but that was the only.
But like all season, he fumbled like 3 times against the Eagles and like 3 times this past week. I think he's only lost one of them. He just looks so bad. Kyron Williams came back down to earth, but like, yeah, I mean, Davante Adams good, DK Metcalf's good, Marquise Brown is doing good. I mean, if Marquise Brown is going to catch a touchdown every week, then I guess he's going to score in double-digit fantasy points. Hey, I know Paul is like so happy because Paul thinks that Marquise Brown is like the greatest fucking player of all time.
I just love the Cardinals. What can I say?
I mean, Marquise Brown finally got a quarterback. That's all he needed.
Yeah, he just needed Josh Dobbs. He needed a good quarterback. He got Dobbs. Dude, Josh Dobbs is so funny. That TikTok he made, what was it?
The team shop thing.
Yeah, well, that was funny, but there was another one where a player on the on the Cowboys. A player on the Cowboys said some shit about like they were talking shit about him, and he like clapped back at them. And I was like, dude, I didn't know Josh Dobbs was like about it like that. But it was like a funny video. Awesome. It wasn't like.
I don't think there's like an easier player to just want to.
Yeah,
watch succeed.
Josh Dobbs is the fucking man. But yeah, Mike's team is looking good overall. I'm a little worried about the running backs, but like. His team keeps performing, so. Yeah, and Dave, I really don't think your team looks like horrible. I just think guys aren't doing well.
I don't think it's as bad as it looks. I just think my.
Oh, when you took DeAndre Hopkins, I remember also thinking that you lost your touch there.
Well, wait, when did I get him though? Scroll down a little. I thought.
Dude,
you
took him in like the 5th round. 67 overall. Where does that?
Earlier than I thought.
You drafted him as your wide receiver 2. That's all I know, because he was in your wide receiver 2 spot, 6th round. Yeah, after the draft, I'm. Let me go to your team. I'm pretty sure.
You might be right. I thought I got him like that. Thought I only took him because I was like, all right, I already got 2 good receivers.
No, yeah, you took him as your 2nd wide receiver.
Oh fuck. Well.
Because I remember when that happened, I was like, that was the Ryan. Remember, every single time Ryan would do mock drafts, he'd take Hopkins as his wide receiver 2, and every time I'd be like, man, you really like Hopkins, don't you, Dave or Ryan? And he'd be like, is something wrong with that? And I was like, yeah, I just don't think he's gonna do good on the Titans. What do you?
Yeah, well, I kind of also thought maybe he would be better than he is. I don't know. I didn't expect the Titans offense to be as bad as it is.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you went Tyreek, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Hurts, Damian Pierce, Alvin Kamara, then Hopkins is your 2nd wide receiver, and then I think you took Pickens.
That looks so much worse now that I'm looking at it than it felt at the time.
I think it looks even worse too because it's like, man, there was Tyler Lockett, there is like Chris Godwin. I think has done fine. Maybe he's done ass too. Okay, so Chris Godwin's done ass. Okay, well he's doing just about as Hopkins did, but like Lockett's been good, Christian Kirk's been good, Michael Pittman's been good. But honestly, like this is such a gross like round, dude. Honestly, like what could?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me.
Jerry Jeudy. I knew like two people that Paul is obsessed with, despite never looking that good on film, are Jerry Jeudy and Marquise Brown, dude. I don't know what the fuck his deal
They're
is.
just scrappy little dudes that run fast.
Scrappy little dudes. Okay. Dave's 0-3. There's no excuses, right, Dave?
No, I have nothing to say. I had nothing to say going into this.
All right, and then Ryan. I mean, couldn't be more happy for Ryan. He loses Nick Chubb. We all lose Nick Chubb, and then he comes and fucking smacks Kyle 143 to 86. Wow. Yeah. So Ryan. Oh yeah, Ryan. So before the season started, we were like, dude, you got to like make a trade, and because you don't want to have to start two Chargers wide receivers, you know. But apparently Ryan's proved us all wrong when they combined for over 50 points this week. Like, like what the actual fuck is going on? Keenan Allen threw a touchdown to Mike Williams. I wish that was Justin Herbert because I would have won this week. Fuck that. But yeah, just Keenan Allen threw a touchdown to Mike Williams. It's like a 50-yard touchdown. Kelsey's back. He went off. Jerome Ford sucked, but he scored twice, so that's a thing. He started Algier. Did he not have another? Yeah, he didn't really have another running back, but he's going to get David Montgomery back.
Ryan just didn't overthink anything. You know, I think he knew what he was doing this whole time.
He didn't overthink it. He said two Chargers, a hurt 37-year-old tight end, Nick Chubb 9th overall. I mean, this man was kind of cooking.
You know what though? He's 2-1.
When he took Devin Singletary, I knew this man was cooking. Devin fucking Singletary. Yeah, but yeah, Kyle got fucking smacked around. No one on Kyle's team really even like did bad. He just got negative points from his defense. CD didn't do anything. Darren Waller's been really bad. Just no one did anything spectacular on his team besides Watson. Jahmyr Gibbs. Do you have Gibbs in any leagues, Paul?
No.
Or Dave? Either of you?
Yeah, I think I might have him in 2. I know I for sure have him
Oh,
in 1.
okay. Give me your panic meter on Gibbs after 3 weeks, fantasy wise, not as like a player in the NFL, fantasy wise.
Fantasy wise, my panic meter after week 1 was like a 6 or 7 because he looked like the better running back, but they were giving all the carries to Montgomery. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Maybe just because he's a rookie. Now I don't even know. Because I didn't really watch the game against the Falcons. He looks like he got 17 carries.
But David Montgomery was out.
No, that's what I mean though. Wouldn't you think he would have gotten involved more?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying I think my panic meter on Gibbs is like 10 out of 10. I'm like,
that's why I'm scared. Even that game that Montgomery got hurt against the Seahawks, right?
Yeah. So
they were still giving that like other dude like a lot lot of carries.
Oh yeah, Craig Reynolds.
Yeah, they just don't want to use this dude. And in the other league, he was my first running back taken. I didn't get him till the 4th round, but I was like, all right, well, I'm relying a lot on this rookie. But
it's a good thing James Cook is good for him because he can probably just start benching Jahmyr. Aaron Jones will come back. I mean,
yeah,
it's so weird because like how did Mike Evans score just because of that garbage last drive?
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
What the fuck, dude?
Mike Evans has a touchdown every game too.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. I think Kyle's team is like good overall. Either way, I think Kyle's team is good. I just like, I don't know. Like Mike Evans is just weird to me. I don't get why. Either way, Kyle's 2-1. Ryan's 2-1. Let's check the standings. First place overall is Steve. He's 3-0. First place in the West. Second place in the West is Ryan at 2-1. Third place in the West is Mike at 2-1. Fourth place in the West is Kyle at 2-1. So the West is fucking tough. And then you got Dave and Dewey at the bottom, both 0-3. Oh, it's Jover. I'm looking at the playoff percent. We'll touch on it, but Austin 3-0 and a 90% chance to make the playoffs at the top. Somehow Chip is 3-0 and only has a 74% chance, which is kind of crazy. I don't know where that came from. I'm 1-2.
Like points scored or something?
Yeah, it could be. I know. Yeah, that might be it because I know Chip hasn't scored much, but Austin has scored just as little. And
2 points more.
What?
Austin has 2 points more scored than Chip.
Yeah, so I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why Austin. Either way, I'm third at 1-2. Nick's 1-2. Gorman 1-2. Paul 0-3. So yeah, Austin has a 90% chance to make the playoffs. Steve 92%. Chip 74%, and I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, I think those three are just locked into the playoffs. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I would say so.
It would have to take them losing like 3 straight games basically to even get to a point where they're in danger of potentially, and even 3-3 is probably means they have a good chance at making the playoffs. So now it's going to be a bloodbath between everyone else basically. Honestly, it's going to be a bloodbath. So Steve, Austin, and Chip, I think, are locked in, and then Ryan, Mike, and Kyle seem like they're in a good spot. And then it's just going to be me, Nick, Gorman, Paul, Dave, Dewey. All of us are just going to be like just pissing our pants trying to make the last spot in the playoffs. That's so bad. Oh, God. Yeah, no, like, so yeah, Chip only has a 74% chance according to ESPN. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm throwing him up at 90% too. Ryan, 75%. Mike, 81%. Kyle, 70%. And then everyone else is 50% and below. Last place is, I don't know why you're projected less of a chance than Dewey, because Dewey's team has been really bad, right? Or are you the lowest scorer? No, you're not.
Because he's got 2 3-0 teams in his division.
Barlow. What the fuck?
Barlow?
No, Farlow, like the farthest down.
Oh, Dewey's Farlow.
He said Barlow too. I was like, wait, what? Like Nick Barlow?
Dude, Dewey's Barlow. I was like, what? I was looking to see the team name. I was like, does Dewey even know Nick? Yeah, no, Dewey has scored 30 less points than the second lowest scorer. That's so fucking crazy. Nothing like being fucking fourth highest scorer and being 1 and 2. That sucks. But yeah, Steve by far the highest scorer. Ryan, Mike, they're up there. They both scored like 150 points this week. But still, second, third. I'm at the fourth. Lowest is Dewey. But honestly, and Dewey's 30 less than Dave and Paul and Gorman. Apparently, you guys are all around the same area. There's like 3 clear groups as of right now. It's like Steve, Ryan, and Mike are up in that upper echelon. Me, Kyle, Austin, Nick, and Chip are in like a middle tier. And then there's 4 tiers, because then Gorman, Paul, and Dave, you guys are in a tier, and then Dewey at the very bottom. What the fuck, man? I've got 12 more points than Austin, and he's 3-0 and I'm 1 and 2, and I've got 14 more points.
Like -8 too.
Yeah, I got 14 more points than Chip, and he's 3-0 and I'm 1 and 2. God damn it. Points against, Dave, you're the most scored on, which means things might be turning around for you. Potentially.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say when you're one of the lowest scorers, but also the most scored on. It's like, I don't know. This could go any way.
To no surprise, Chip and Austin are the lowest scored on, the 2 3-0ers. I would say the same for Steve, but Steve's not that low scored on. Steve just scored a shit ton of points. Projected playoff bracket as of right now, Steve would be getting the first round bye. The 4 versus 5 matchup would be Mike versus Ryan. That would be a game. That'd be a game. The 6 versus 3 would be Kyle versus Chip. Just some cross country. Like there's some good narratives going around here. And then if it stayed this way, the 2 versus 7 would be me versus Austin, the brothers.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff for the media to talk about here.
Yeah, if Steve going from last to a first round bye, Ryan versus Mike rivalry, Chip versus Kyle like cross country rivalry, me and Austin brother rivalry, like that'd be some good headlines. I mean, even the losers bracket has good headlines because Mike versus Gorman, I think that's a solid matchup, and then Dave versus Paul, 2 of the dominators of the league.
I know it's the consolation bracket, but why does the worst team get the bye?
Every time I see it, it makes me laugh, dude. I don't know why. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I think that's how Nick didn't end up being overall last year, because I think he got a first round bye in the consolation ladder. But honestly, I love it this way. I like it.
No, I like it too. It's funny.
That's so fucking dumb, dude. But I love it. Yeah, no, you and Paul would be playing each other in the losers bracket.
These are some good matchups, actually.
Yeah, last year's championship is.
I won't be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
How far they fall.
Yeah, no, that's actually. But think about it this way: Paul won last year. Dave, when did you win? Was it 2019 or 18?
2019, yeah. But I was in it the previous 2 years, I think.
Oh my god, you lost in the championship 2 years in a row.
I could be wrong on that, but I thought that was the case.
Either way, Paul won it last year. You won in 2019. Nick won in 2020. Gorman won in 2018. First of all, how crazy is that? Everyone's like, Steve's won, I've won. Nick, Gorman, Dave, Paul. Like since 2017, we've had a different winner every single year, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, Steve won in 2021, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he beat me because of that Najee Harris game against the Browns.
Like, and that was really the championship?
Unless it was the round before. I thought that was the championship.
It probably is. I don't remember. I usually don't remember who's in second place unless it was me when I fucking lost to Nick when I benched Tom Brady against the Lions because I was like, oh, the Bucks are going to kill them and Tom Brady's not going to play the second half. And I was right. Tom Brady didn't play the second half, but he threw 5 fucking touchdowns in the first half before he got benched. And then I also benched Myles Gaskin, and he scored like 40 points. I lost to Nick by like not a lot, and I would have won if I just kept those guys in instead of changing them on Saturday. Those were the Saturday games, and when I saw them both combined for like 70 points on my bench, I was like, I fucking lost this week. Like, sometimes you just know when you lost, you know. Let's see. So yeah, that's what the playoffs would look like right now. I'd love to get a new winner every year. That'd be fucking sweet. I also wish that Paul didn't make us recreate the league 3 fucking times because it negates I won the championship 15, 16, and 17, and 15 and 16 are just wiped from history because of Paul. Damn. Which fucking sucks.
Paul rewrote the history books.
Yeah, Paul literally did rewrite the history books. It makes it look like it pisses me off.
It worked.
By the way, in 2017, the way I won, I don't know what you just said, Paul.
I said it worked.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said good work, team.
Good work, team. When I won in 2017, it was Monday night, the last night of the game. I was down by 2 against Gorman, and Jake Elliott hit a game-winning 40-yard field goal with no time left, and I had Jake Elliott, so I beat Gorman by 2 because of the last night of the last game of the. I don't even know if anyone was like paying attention because like I don't think anyone gave a shit. But I remember being like, I can't fucking believe that. I will also say, it seems like the years that I've won it was when my team wasn't good. Every year my team is good, I fucking lose in the playoffs. But every time I've gone into the playoffs and been like, man, my team sucks, I win. That was Paul last year. Yeah. Nick's team when he won it all. Gorman's team when his won it all, I think. So I think there's just a trend of like this year, let's not forget this, Paul and Dave. When we go into the playoffs and we're picking who's going to win it all, don't look at the best team. Let's look at the shittiest team and pick them to win it all because that's who always wins it out of the playoffs bracket. Thoughts, team?
You know what? Let's put that in our phones come January.
All right, get this fucking out. I'm going to go to the recent activity. How's that sound, team?
Sounds amazing.
I like it, team.
All right, a lot of big things happened. I picked up Tank Dell. I dropped $32 on him. I already told the story earlier. I wanted to pick him up for no money this past weekend, but Pacheco was fucking questionable. And he played at 4:00, so I kept Gainwell in case he didn't play. And I was just hoping that Tank Dell would go out and catch 5 passes for 60 yards and go under the radar, you know. But instead, he had to go out and catch 5 passes for 140 yards and a fucking touchdown. So I had to spend $32, which I don't regret because I was going to be pissed if I didn't get him because I really wanted him.
Mike?
Yeah, I had $26 on Tank Dell, and at 11:59 I went in and upped it to 32 in case Mike brought it up to 30. So I offered 32, got him. Mike offered 27, Steve 17. Let's see, Dave 15, Paul 10, 9. Everyone put a wager in for Tank Dell. I'm not even going to go over all this. Every single person put a something in for. Dude,
Zero.
Ryan went crazy with the offers. Ryan put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All $0.
Wow.
12 $0 wagers he put.
He got two.
And he ended up with He ended up with 2 Green Bay wide receivers.
Dude,
on the same
Ryan
fucking
really
team.
likes I was gonna say he likes the teammates a lot.
Oh yeah, dude, he's got both Chargers receivers, both Packers receivers, both Browns running backs. Dude, that's fucking crazy. I don't even know who the fuck Josh Downs is.
What?
But dude, I'm not joking. I don't know why. In my mind, Michael Pittman's the number 1 and Alec Pierce is the number 2. I was shocked to see anyone put any bids in for Josh Downs.
I feel like I've heard the name a lot, but I don't really know why. Because it's not like he.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't know it was you who picked him up. I knew someone picked him up, and I remember being like, "Why the fuck did anyone want him?" But let's go back to that was the offers.
Hey, we missed the trade. We're down a little bit. Involving Dave.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god! Yeah, this was a blockbuster. Yeah, blockbuster. This was my bad team. Dave, this was a bad trade for you. I think. No offense. Dave traded Elijah Mitchell for Chuba Hubbard. Well, it's two useless players, but in my mind, if Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, then Elijah Mitchell is going to be awesome. But if anyone gets hurt on Carolina, Chuba Hubbard's going to suck anyways. So it doesn't matter. What was the thought process? Why did you want Chuba, or what was going on here?
No, the thought process was Elijah Mitchell had not, at the time of the trade, had 1 carry or something like that.
Oh no, and you traded him, and he immediately had 11 carries for 42 yards.
So, yeah, I thought, okay, they're just not going to use this guy at all this year, so whatever. I might as well get someone that will be used a little bit.
Fuck me, man. I could have just offered you the worst thing on my roster, and you would have accepted it. I'm pissed.
I mean, if you had just offered me anyone that had gotten yards, I might have.
Right.
So that was bad on me for not doing my research and realizing he might be more involved in the offense as the year goes on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that though. Like it would have to take Christian McCaffrey getting hurt for anyone to put him in their lineup, probably. Anyways, but if he does get hurt, that would really suck for you. I'd feel bad.
Really pissed,
yeah, but yeah, Chuba Hubbard for Elijah Mitchell, blockbuster trade.
Yeah.
I mean, Chip was just out here dropping the Giants on a Thursday, picking up the Seahawks on a Friday. I mean, it's just part of the grind for 3-0 squad like Chip. But yeah, I had to spend a lot of money on Tank Dell. I wish I would have only had to spend $0. Dave picking up Luke Musgrave for $10, dropping Chigioko. You hate to see it, but also I think Luke Musgrave is good. I think
he's
that's
good. And my other tight end is Cole Kmet, who, like I said, I don't really want any Bears players. So I may have dropped a little too much on him, but you know what? I didn't want to take the risk of not having someone who is at least decent.
Yeah, you got fucked like I did, where you're like, dude, Luke Musgrave's good. There's gonna be someone else going for him, so you put 10, and then no one did it. That was me for Kenny Gainwell last week. Except for my thought was, I think Mike's gonna spend $20 on Kenny Gainwell, so I'll put $8 or whatever, and then I ended up winning him, and I was like, well, I didn't even fucking want him.
So I thought for sure someone was gonna put $5-6 on him. But
yeah, that's why. As much as it sucked spending 32 on Tank Dell, I wanted him, and Mike spending 27 made me be like, all right, that doesn't make me feel bad. If I did 32 and the next highest was 17, I'd be like, man, I could have kept my fucking $20 thing, but I don't feel as bad now. But I think Luke Musgrave's good. Also, Nick got Hunter Henry for nothing last week too, so people must just not be looking at tight ends. Are people doing good at tight end? Tight end is such a barren wasteland. I can't imagine why no one would pick them up.
If you don't have Kelsey or Hawkinson, I don't know who else there is.
I mean, I'm glad you picked up Musgrave, because for any loyal listeners out there, last week when I was looking at your team, I'm pretty sure I made a remark saying Dave just keeps throwing Cole Kmet out there like he's going to do something or something. So I'm glad you're fixing the Cole Kmet problem.
Fool me once, fool me 3 times.
0-3. Komet's part of the 0-3 squad, and we're bringing in some new faces to turn things around.
We gotta rejuvenate this squad.
Chip actually gets Josh Palmer for nothing. I put $16 on Palmer in case I didn't get Tank Dell. I don't really believe that Josh Palmer is really, really good or anything. Only because talk about fool me 3 times. Josh Palmer is someone that in the past whenever Mike Williams or Keenan Allen has gotten hurt, I've picked up Josh Palmer and he never does anything for me. So I think that's why I just wasn't as high on it. But I think Josh Palmer will end up being like a solid pickup for Chip. Sad to see him have to drop one of his own, Alan Lazard, a New York Jet, but it had to be done.
Yeah, you got to do it. I almost picked up Palmer, but I just decided against it, I guess.
Yeah, Paul, did you try going for Palmer?
Just have him on the roster.
No, I didn't, because I have Quentin Johnston, and I also have freaking Nico instead of Tank Dell, so I didn't like really put much on them.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I would probably do the same thing. I'd be pissed that I had Nico and couldn't get Dell, but I mean, like nothing against Nico. I would just be pissed that I couldn't get a guy that looks like he might be a good waiver pickup. You know, I think that happened to me last week too. It was like there was definitely someone last week that I was like, this is like a good waiver pickup, but I already have someone else, so I can't. That's what Hunter Henry, where I was like, I already have Sam Laporta, and Hunter Henry's still out there, but like, I don't even need him. Like, I hate when that happens. But yeah, I was kind of shocked no one put more on Palmer. Let's see what everyone put. Like I said, so I ended up at 17 there. Oh my God, Kyle's the king of barely losing out on guys. I feel like he always misses guys by $1. But Dave, you only missed Palmer by $3. I thought you also had
put one in for him. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if I did or not.
No, yeah, I think Palmer's like a fine. I just think Palmer's an average player, but I think he'll be good in fantasy. Like they have to throw to someone, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the upside that Quentin Johnston could potentially have, but also Quentin Johnston is barely even playing. So
yeah, he's a first round fucking pick and he doesn't do shit. So
dude, I told you all camp in the offseason they were like rumors that like he was too raw and they didn't want to play him this season, and he was like running with the 2s and 3s the whole time. So that's why but he's probably going to be forced to do something unless he just drops a shit ton of passes. I don't know what's going to happen. That's honestly the main reason why I went Tank Dell over Josh Palmer, outside of the fact that I like Tank Dell better as like a player. I was also like, I could pick up Josh Palmer and maybe Quentin Johnston actually like does something, you know, but I think that Tank Dell and Nico Collins can like coexist, you know, like they'll just be the two guys that CJ Stroud throws to. So yeah, who was that? Chip gets Josh Palmer for like relatively cheap. Paul thought that someone was going to put a bid on Downs. I think only Ryan did, right?
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah, so Josh Downs, you think he might be like the truth, huh?
No, not really. I just like him because he was really good in college, and I mean, he's cool. So you know.
You know who else went to UNC?
What's that?
Mitch Trubisky.
Muhammad Massaquoi, who doesn't have a hand anymore. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, he's got a robot hand. Should we look this up?
Wait, what? Yeah, I need to see this. What happened?
The poor guy.
He got in an ATV accident and he lost his fucking hand.
Was this recent?
Like 2018.
Oh, okay.
He's got a robot hand.
Yeah, he's got a.
Sick, actually.
I know like look at this. He looks like Darth Vader, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Can you play in the NFL with a robot hand?
Maybe you can play like you could probably play defensive back. Honestly, like think about it. Who is it? Shaq Leonard that like doesn't have arms, basically, like hands.
Yeah, that one dude with the hand.
Oh, no, not Shaq Leonard. It was the one Shaq something else.
What? Oh, you're right.
Brother.
Fuck.
He had a brother that played on the Seahawks. Dude, I can't think of his last name.
Football player with no hands. Shaquem Griffin.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. Shaq Leonard. Why did I have Shaq Leonard on my mind though?
Probably because they're both named Shaq.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. He was Shaquem. Yeah.
I miss when he was named Darius. It was much easier.
Darius Leonard.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I would never have thought of that until you just said it.
Let's see. So Paul dropped CJ Stroud to pick up the Josh Downs. And Paul, what was going through your head? You have Joe Burrow, who's been a complete disaster, and you had CJ Stroud getting you 20 points a week. Run us through your strategy for the season and what you're doing going forward.
Well, I believe you asked me what the hell are you doing dropping Stroud. I mean, I love the guy. Still wish the Panthers picked him. It's fucked up that they think Bryce Young is better when he's literally as tall as me.
He might be shorter than you. I think he's like 5'8".
Oh, even better. And then but I like the dude, but I spent a fourth round draft pick, I think, on Burrow.
Yeah.
And if I spend that type of capital, I'm throwing him in no matter what. I don't care at this point.
When it got
He's just
to
being in there.
when it got to my pick, the 3-4 turn, and like quarterbacks were getting taken like crazy, and Herbert was still there. I was like, thank God I don't have to pick Joe Burrow because he had like the calf injury and shit. And then when you picked Burrow, I was like, Paul got stuck with Burrow. I'm sure Burrow will probably turn it around not because I believe Burrow's going to turn it around because like, oh, he's Joe Burrow and like blah, blah, blah. He's going to turn it around because the Browns are in the Bengals division and the Browns are cursed. And that's why he's going to turn it around because he's going to turn it around to fuck the Browns over. Kyle got the Bengals defense for $3. They must play someone shitty. They play Tennessee. Yeah, that's probably solid. It's Jover. Spent $1 on the Texans defense. Okay.
Yep. Pittsburgh, baby.
Oh, Dave, shots fired.
Okay.
Shots fired. Holy shit. You spent $1 on the Texans defense. That's how much
those words.
That's how much he thinks the Steelers suck. Dave, let us know your thoughts. Give us your thoughts on Kenny and Najee Harris and like the Steelers offense in general, outside of Pickens.
I actually don't blame Paul at all for this move. I think our offense will be fine as the year goes on, but our offensive line is way worse than I expected. And
okay, a panic meter time. Panic meter. Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett? Oh, like a 4. Like I'm a little worried that he doesn't look better, but I'm not. He's still in his second year. We all thought Trevor Lawrence sucked ass up until like the end of last year.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I didn't even think that Trevor Lawrence would never be good. I just was surprised that people his rookie year was like, Trevor was good his rookie year, and it's like, okay, no Trevor can be good, but Trevor sucked his rookie year like really badly. He didn't throw a touchdown for 10 straight games. What was I gonna say? Oh, panic meter, Najee Harris.
Like a 7 or 8.
Okay. I honestly think it might just be that Jalen Warren might be like actually better than him. Like at this point, he's at least more explosive.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think Najee with a better line would be a lot better than we look at him now. But I think
I feel like I'm just getting and I feel like I'm getting like Zeke and Tony Pollard type vibes where it's like Zeke is like the slow, bigger back that like just doesn't look as good, and then like Jalen Warren is like the more explosive, littler back that like just looks better on the field.
He just gets through the blocks faster, and I think Najee like when he's in space is good, but the problem is he's too slow and our line isn't good enough to like get him space. So
remember that little dance he did against the Eagles last year when he had a clear first down and do you remember what I'm talking about?
That was the moment where I was ready to give up on him. And
I feel like that single-handedly I feel like moved your panic meter from like 1 to like 5 right there.
That one play, it really did. I was like, dude, you just needed a yard. Like, he tried to like. He had the yards. Like all he had to do was go straight forward. Yeah, please try to find this play.
I want to. Najee Harris tried to juke like Barry Sanders.
He easily had the first down, and he tried to juke a guy and just got tackled. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
That's a first down. That is a first. I don't know why he did that. And at that moment, I was like, dude, Najee might just suck. And then he actually really did improve towards the end of the year, but he still wasn't anything amazing.
All right, let's see this. No one in front of him. Clear first down.
That's it. That's the first down. I don't know why he did that.
Literally,
it was so bad. I was screaming. We were down 18. We weren't even going to win anyway, but I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, I think the thing is, Paul, I don't have ad block because I don't usually go on YouTube on my like PC, so I just have never even bothered to get it. But yeah, no, it is funny because whenever we record these videos, I get the ads and I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, no, that play alone, when I saw that play, I don't even know why I was watching that game. I think it was just the game that was on because it was like 4:00. Yeah. Yeah, when I saw that, I remember being like, there's no excuses now. Like, I think Najee might actually not be good, potentially. Yeah. Pinhead, Mike picks up Matt Gay after his historic performance, hitting 4 straight 50-yard field goals. He hit 4 50-yard field goals, dude.
No, I know. I have him in another league. He got me like 19, but we like nerfed kickers so hard. I didn't think 13 and a half was even possible.
Yeah. We should just get rid of kickers. And then Ryan at the end, obviously, he picks up both Green Bay wide receivers, Dobbs and Reed. Drops Mike Williams. That's sad to see. Drops Singletary, Ryan's boy.
No.
That you hate to see that.
Oh.
That actually hurts, dude.
Ryan will regret this.
Oh yeah, he's gonna rue the day that he ever did this. So let's look at the final standings projections. First place, Steve, no surprise. Second place, Austin. I guess no surprise. Surprise, kind of. Why the fuck is Chip? Okay, so Chip's at 4. Okay, so either way, Austin 3-0. Second, not really a surprise. Mike projected to finish 3rd. Chip projected to finish 4th. Ryan moved up to 5. Remember, Ryan moved down to like 8 last week.
Yeah.
And Nick was down to like 9. 6 is Kyle. 7 me. Nick is now projected to finish 8th, so he moved up a spot. Gorman projected to finish 9th. Dave is the king of the 0-3ers, so Dave, you're projected to finish 10th. 11th is Dewback, and Paul's still sitting at last place projection.
I don't get that because Dewey has 30 less points than me.
Dude, they're expecting Dewey to make a leap, dude. They're expecting Dewey to make some moves. No, that is pretty fucked though. Last week, Paul, what was? Fuck, I should have wrote down like what your upset of the week was. Do you remember what that was or anything? Paul?
Wait, what?
I said, do you remember what your upset of the week last week was? I want to see like how accurate you are. Yeah. Oh, it was Nick over me.
Oh yeah, because I said sorry.
It was Nick over me, so you were right with that. You picked your highest score to be Steve, and he lost, or he didn't get highest score, but he was up there. He was like 5th highest score. I mean, he did good. Then Mike was your, or no, was Dave your lock of the week?
No.
Or was it Ryan?
It was Steve, I thought.
Okay, so who was your highest scorer then?
Highest scorer? I think I picked like, I think it was Kyle or Chip, maybe something like that.
Okay. Either way, your upset of the week was right, and we know that for sure. So that was a good pick. So on to this week, we have me versus Chip. Oh man, I brought Chip into this league, and he's gonna fuck me. He's gonna fuck me, and he's gonna take me out just like this. I'm not feeling good because he gets Waddle and potentially Eckler back. Yeah, not feeling great. I don't even know if I'm gonna have Ayuk, but I mean, I do like Tank Dell. Yeah, maybe I should just throw Tank Dell in because Dave is guaranteeing he's gonna have 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't want to get any backlash if he doesn't, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty confident he will do well against us.
Yeah. I'm worried because if Sam Laporta has a bad night on Thursday night, that's just going to ruin my whole week. That's going to suck. Honestly, Mostert might go off because the Bills' run defense kind of sucks. I think hopefully this is a close game. I mean, hopefully it's not a close game and I win, but hopefully it's not a blowout in Chip's favor. That would fucking suck. Well, let me ask you guys, who do you guys think's going to win here, Chip or me?
Dave, you take this one first.
Ooh, this man Paul's got to think a little bit about this one.
I got to cook. Hold on.
Let bruh cook. All right, Dave, who's winning?
I want to say you. Garrett Wilson, I wish just had a quarterback.
Yeah, dude, it'd be really nice if he had one.
Yeah, I don't know. Chip's team is good though. He's getting Waddle back potentially.
That's what I'm saying, and Eckler potentially.
Yeah. Ramondre Stevenson, I just don't know how I feel about him. Fields, I don't.
Yeah, I wonder if he's even going to play Fields.
Probably should be close though.
He might play Goff over
I'd play
Fields.
Goff probably. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be shocked if he picked Fields, but you never know. Maybe he'd throw Fields in.
Yeah. Oh, they are playing Denver, who just gave up.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 0-3 matchup.
So
all right, you guys come together and make your pick for who's winning this one. I'm not gonna pick my own game, but
I'm gonna go with Brandon because I think Eckler is just sitting out on purpose because the money shit.
Oh,
he's
wow.
like one of the guys that was like.
So this is a conspiracy we're going with right now.
He's faking an ankle injury and just sitting out on purpose.
All right, Dave, you have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I'm picking Brandon.
Oh, fuck me, dude. This doesn't
It's his
feel
first
good at all.
loss of the season.
Anytime, like you see ESPN pick games and they all pick one team, it always goes the other fucking way. Unless it's like Chiefs versus Jets, in which case it's like, wow, Austin versus Nick. I wonder if Nick's gonna make any changes, or why is Nick projected?
The Piss Bowl rematch. It's the Piss Bowl.
Oh my God, the Piss Bowl rematch. These two teams that were shit last year. Nick versus Austin, except for Nick is still looking not great, and Austin has turned things around completely. That being said, I think Austin's winning this. He's winning this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's scariest about Austin's team? Is he's got Cooper Kupp and Deontay Johnson on IR, even with those covers. Austin's about to have some depth on this team.
Austin's about to have some baps in that lineup. Look at the bat. Is that what you said?
No, depth.
Oh, depth. I thought you said Austin's going to have some baps in his lineup.
I mean, that too.
Yeah, Austin should just go out and start fucking making trades with people that, like, why not? He's going to get Kupp and Deontay. He's fucking 3-0.
Oh, and then when the Steelers make the switch to Jalen Warren being the starting back?
When the Steelers switch to Jiddu being the starting back, dude.
Yeah, he just gets destroyed for -5 and almost dies.
Poor Gimpa, dude. But yeah, no, I don't know about you guys. I'm thinking Austin wins here pretty easily.
Yeah, I say Austin clears. In Rashad White against New Orleans, he's gonna have 1 point.
Yeah, he should have had 1 point last week. You know what? Fuck that, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. Rashad White had like 12 carries for like 19 yards, and then all of a sudden, like on their garbage time last drive of the game, he must have ripped off like a 20-yard run. I also could have won if that didn't happen. Fuck you. We'll see if he sticks with Bill's defense against Miami. I mean, good fucking luck. Yeah, this is gonna be. I don't think this is gonna be close. Austin might be my lock of the week at the end, but Austin versus Nick, Piss Bowl reunion, and now we have Paul 0-3 looking for his first win on Gorman, but right now the numbers are looking like they're projecting Gorman to beat Paul 100-85.
I got
Saquon's projected 0.
Oh, okay.
But like I mentioned many times before, I do like my team. They just fuck me every week somehow. So maybe this week's different. We'll see.
Maybe you got to do a reverse. Last week you were like, I like everyone on my team but Zach Moss, and then Zach Moss had the game of his life, and now just say it the other way. You like Zach Moss.
I hate everybody.
You like Zach Moss and hate everyone else. That being said,
a loyalty stronger or a bond stronger than Gorman and Michael Thomas?
No.
Just anything.
Like I said, he started Michael Thomas over DeAndre Swift last week, dude.
I mean, you have to respect it at this point.
Yeah. It's there's a loyalty there. It's
just unmatched.
It's the only things that come close are me with Justin Herbert at this point because I've had him 3 years in a row, and then Nick and Patrick Mahomes because he's had him for like 3 years in a row. For a while, Gorman was on the Lamar train. Remember he would have Lamar every single season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gorman and Michael Thomas has been going strong since probably 2017. Yeah, it's like 2017. Even when Michael Thomas was like not going to start a season, the second that first report came out and it was like he might be returning to practice, Gorman puts in a fucking $100 waiver bid and picks him up on his team. This man believes in Michael Thomas more than anything in the world, and I love it. That being said, Paul's winning this week. It's not going to be close. I don't know what your roster is going to look like. Come game time, but I'm assuming Brian Robinson's going to be in.
Not against Philly, dude. What?
I think.
That's true.
Actually,
who the fuck are you going to start at running back? Matt Breida?
Probably if I have to.
All right, go fucking go for it then. I think I'd just rather start Philly. Honestly, yeah, you're kind of fucked at your second running back, but that's the only thing you're fucked at because Zach Moss, good. Joe Burrow against the worst pass defense in the NFL, good. Amon-Ra against Green Bay. Amon-Ra, I think, fucks Green Bay up every single time he plays them. Calvin Ridley against Atlanta. Calvin Ridley's going to have a bounce back. Goddard's not going to suck all year. As long as you take Jerry fucking Jeudy out of your lineup, I think you're good to go. Thoughts?
Collins time.
Nico Collins. You play Nico Collins, I play Tank Dell, and we'll see which one of them has 15 targets and catches 8 passes for 100 yards.
One of them will. One of them is going to.
Yeah. But seriously, like Derrick Henry sucks now. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been good. I don't think Debo's gonna keep doing as good. Mark Andrews hasn't been great. I really think you actually do have a shot. Like, I'm not going to say you're a guaranteed win, but I think that this is like at least as 50-50 as it gets, right, Dave? Am I crazy?
No, I think so. I think
this is a really good chance for you to win. Is what that's what I think.
Derrick Henry, Gorman kind of got fucked by like we all knew Derrick Henry's like was gonna start going downhill. We just didn't know when. Gorman kind of got fucked by this being his washed year.
Yeah, it was definitely made me happy when Gorman picked, I think, like 10th pick before me, and he didn't take Tony Pollard and took Derrick Henry. I was like, oh, thank fucking God, dude. If I had to sit there and like be like, I honestly don't think I would have even taken Derrick Henry. Who is like available?
I didn't know if it would be this year. I feel like
if he took Tony Pollard instead of Derrick Henry, I probably just would have gone CeeDee Lamb and probably also like, actually, you know what? At that point, I probably would have done CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra because I'd be like, CeeDee Lamb is my boomer bust dude, and like Amon-Ra could be my safe guy. But I like Tony Pollard, so that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely was like worried. But also, I predicted that Gorman was going to pick Derrick Henry when I gave out my predictions for who everyone was going to pick. But yeah, no, Paul, I really do think you have a good shot at winning this week. I think it will be closer than I was thinking going into this week when I was like, dude, you get an easy win this week. Because you do have like injuries and bad matchups. Like I was thinking of it as like Brian Robinson. If he was going up against like even an average defense, I'd be like easy win for you. But yeah, he's going up against a tough defense. That makes it tough. Still feeling good though. Steve is projected to beat Kyle 112 to 100. Man, it's kind of crazy that Kyle's score only comes out to 100. It looks like he has guys projected a lot.
Is this about to be the game of the week?
It might be. Let's look at. I think this is game of the week. Yeah, I think this is a game of the week. Oh, I don't know. Ryan against Dave too, though. Fuck. Wait.
Austin and Nick.
My team.
Oh, Austin and Nick are game of the week because it's the Piss Bowl part 2. I do agree with that.
Okay.
That has to be game of the week. But if we're going not off of narratives and we're just going off strictly matchup, 2-1 versus 3-0, like 2 high-powered teams, probably the 2 best teams in the league potentially at this point.
Yeah.
Chip's up there. He had a Waddle and Eckler out. So like two of the best teams in the league though. Either way. Oh man, it's on Steve's home course. This is a divisional matchup. Yeah. West on West action. West side. Who do we think's going to win this?
I don't know who's going to win, but I think I'm liking Kyle plus 12.
You're right. I think if I was a betting man, which I am, but if I could bet on our fantasy matchups, Kyle plus 12 is where I go. Should we do something like that every week where we make each other pick like the spread on games?
That's a good one.
That'd be kind of funny.
Let's do that from now on, Paul, and we'll start it today. So are we all in agreement on Kyle plus 12?
Yeah,
for sure.
So Kyle plus 12. I'm not saying he's going to win because I think until Steve loses a week, I'm going to pick Steve to win. No, but Kyle plus 12, hammering the plus 12. Yeah, Steve's team's fucking stacked. I think Steve's going to be 4-0, but I think Kyle's going to put up a really good fight. And now we have kind of this is kind of a weird rivalry in itself because I feel like Mike and Dewey are always chirping back and forth at each other.
Yeah, they're always like at odds.
Yeah, these two are always at odds. I think that Mike's going to win. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Mike's team's looking good.
He's projected to beat Dewey by fucking 20 points.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you like it? Dude, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do we take... Oh, is Dewey plus 17 like too much of a stretch? Like it might be, dude.
I don't believe. Yeah, I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, no. Joe Mixon plays Tennessee. Yeah, you're right. This is I don't trust it. But that means we have to lay the points, or would we just take the over in this matchup or something?
I'm thinking Mike money line, $1,000 to win $10.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. Yeah, I think Mike's gonna beat Dewey. Dewey's gonna be 0-4. Mike's team is rolling right now. Dewey's team's looking like shit. And now we got This is tough. This is you got Kamara
That's a good
back. I'm throwing a little fucking upset of the week pick of my own right now, and it's Dave over Ryan. No shot. Jerome Ford, no, he's not going to go off this week. Algier's not going to do piss. Kamara's back. Josh Jacobs is going against the piss Chargers team. Hurts is scoring 30. You got Musgrave in the lineup. Dave, how are you feeling this week? Because I'm seeing an upset waiting to happen.
I don't know. I feel better about my team now that I replaced my tight end and now that I have Kamara back.
Mm-hmm.
Or Pickens and Hopkins are still TBD. Might make a little. I just don't know who I'd replace them with on my bench.
Yeah.
Pickens also has been like a lot. Like the last 2 weeks is actually.
I'd probably
viable starter.
I was gonna say until Pickens has a bad game, I don't know how you could start a dude.
He like lit it up.
He only got 9 points. Why did I think he?
Yeah.
It was still good. I'm rounding that up to 10. I'm rounding that up to double digits because it felt like it felt like a double digit performance.
Made more of an impact than he actually did when you look at the scoreboard. But either way, I feel solid about starting Pickens. Like,
who are you most worried about on Ryan's team?
All right, let's see. For sure.
Oh, Keenan Allen. No, it's Keenan Allen and Josh Allen.
I was just gonna say,
okay, this is tough.
Allen brothers.
This is a game. What'd you say, Paul?
Kelsey could have. I mean, honestly, Kelsey could have a big game too. The only thing with that. Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Oh yeah, I was just saying Kelsey could have 3 touchdowns probably.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Kelsey could either have a huge week or like has a solid week and then like is barely playing in the second half because they're just killing the Jets so badly.
Yeah, I think you have a good chance this week, but I think Ryan's also got some really good matchups. This is a matchup that like, and we can go through real quick. Like Ryan versus Dave, I'm taking the over 211. I think you guys are both going to score a shit ton this week.
Yeah. I
also would like my upset pick to be Dave over Ryan because I really do think you have a chance. And I also can't see a world where you're 0-4. But that might also be.
I hope so.
Dumb. Yeah. Dewbag versus Pinhead. I might take Dewey under 94. I'm just saying it right now. What are our thoughts on that one?
God. I don't hate it.
Agreed. So we're taking our picks for. All right, Paul, do you have your upset of the week pick on here that you can think of?
Yeah, it might be a little controversial. Can I pick myself? Going kind of good.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good upset pick. Yeah, you're fucking 0-3, and you're gonna be projected to lose by like at least 5. No, I think that's a good one too. The only reason I'm going with Dave is just because he has Kamara back. But I think you and Dave upsets of the week. Dave, do you have an upset of the week that you like on the board this week?
You know what? Let me wait. Hold on, Paul. Who's Paul playing?
Gorman.
Oh, Gorman. That's right.
Realistically, this should be Paul projected to lose by like 5, but it's still an upset either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Kyle upset of the week is a good upset pick too. Like honestly, there's a lot of upsets on this board.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I'll go with Paul.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got 2 picks for Paul upset of the week, and we got 1 pick for Dave upset of the week. Paul, give us your absolute mortal lock of the week. Who's 100% going to win? Oh, yep. I think that's all of our pick. I think all of us are picking Mike to 100% beat Dewbag this week. I agree with that one. Dave, unless you have another one, I think that's like the only matchup on the board that I feel comfortable with saying it's guaranteed to happen.
I think so. If Steve were playing almost anyone else, I'd probably just go with Steve.
Yeah. Steve's an easy pick every week, but yeah, Kyle's team's good. So yeah, going with Mike on that. Is there another thing we do, Paul? We do your lock. Oh, highest scorer of the week. Who do you think's gonna be highest scorer?
Hold on. Keep scrolling through. It's gonna be between Nick and Dave, in my opinion. I feel like Dave about to go crazy.
Nick's sad.
Really? Okay.
No, Dave and Ryan.
Oh, did you say it because of Nick Chubb?
Oh,
yeah, you said it's between Nick and Dave.
Oh, so wait, are you saying the highest scoring matchup or just the highest scoring team?
Just one team.
Whoever wins that matchup is going to be the highest score.
I agree with you, Paul. I think whoever wins this matchup is going to be highest score. And since I picked Dave to be my upset, I'm going to pick Dave to be the highest score. But Dave,
all right.
Who do you think's going to be highest score?
I'm just gonna play it safe and go with Steve. I think his team's got
it's an easy. You know that Steve's gonna be top 5 scoring every week at the least. It's very least you are giving yourself a chance regardless. And then everyone out there, Kyle plus 12. We're feeling it's too big of a gap.
I like it.
Dewey under 94. We're liking. Nick and Ryan over 111. We're liking this week. Paul Moneyline over Gorman. I think we're liking getting some plus money there. Oh God, what are we thinking about Austin and Nick, dude? Fuck. Are we laying Austin -8 on Nick? We think.
I don't know, dude.
Wait, show me Nick's team again.
All right, I'm thinking we go Nick +8.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nick covers for sure.
I'm thinking Nick +8 also. Well, actually, that's Nick plus 9. Actually, yes, Nick plus 9. That's an easy lock. Me and Chip, I have no fucking idea. If you had to make me play one there, I think I'd go Chip money line because it's plus money. But if you guys have anything else, any other opinion on that, let me know.
Yeah, I agree.
Love to call.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a game I just wouldn't bet on if this was real football, because this would be like the Chiefs versus the Bills or so. I'm just throwing two teams that are close in skill.
I was just gonna say it's like last week's game of the Vikings Chargers, where like
where it's like I have no
example because both were 0-2 in that game, but like that just strictly the two teams.
Yeah.
Going head to head, I was like, I would not touch this game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's all we've got. And matchup of the week, Piss Bowl Part 2, Austin versus Nick. Oh man, could you imagine? We're picking Nick to cover, but could you imagine Nick spoils Austin 3-0 start?
Spoiler this year?
This year or this week? I mean, he played spoiler to my whole fucking season last week. So why can't he do it? Is Nick becoming could Nick be on his like villain arc this season? Just go through. No,
before you even said that, I was like, dude, Nick might be like the fantasy bad boy.
Oh shit, dude, he is right now. If Nick were to, because Austin, no one's rooting against Austin. He's never won shit in this league for as long as he's been in it. Like in Austin, a 4-0 start for Austin would be huge for him. That would I seriously would say he'd be 98% locked into the playoffs, maybe 99% locked in at 4-0, especially with like Deontay on IR and shit. So if Nick beat Austin this week, just like he did to me last week, like because Nick beating me last week was like detrimental. Like I said, that was going from a 60 to 70% chance to make playoffs down to like 30% chance to make playoffs, 20 to 30. So he would do the same to Austin. He's think Austin's going in 3-0, think he's going to get an easy win. Dude, if Nick beats Austin, I think Nick right now is looking like he might be the fantasy bad boy of Footbaps this year.
I'm liking this narrative.
Yeah, I'm liking it too. Do we have at this point we're all in agreement that Steve's the best team in the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then that takes care of that. And thanks for joining us today, Dave. You got anything you want to say to the fans before you sign off?
Oh, I wish I had something prepared.
You got any deals going on at Dunkin' or anything?
No, not at the moment. A free coffee Mondays. You download the app, you get free coffee every Monday. So that's cool.
Sick.
Yeah, I guess I'm just at the end of the day hoping to not, be winless.
To unwash. You're just hoping to unwash. All three of us are just hoping to unwash this week.
I want to be a dirty boy next week. I'll tell you that.
Holy shit. That's true. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Let's hope we're all rolling around in the mud next Tuesday.
I hope we're dirty boys next week. Paul, you got anything to say?
I do for Dave. Do you have to purchase something is there minimum $5 purchase?
Yeah, not even a minimum. You could buy anything, so you could just buy something that's like $1.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, free.
Every Monday?
Every Monday, yeah.
And all day Monday, you can just get free coffee.
Pretty much. I mean, you just buy something, yeah. So you can just buy like a donut.
That's sick.
Okay, that's actually a sweet deal. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Free coffee Monday. Buy anything you want. Buy some. Can you go in and just buy like a sugar packet for like a cent and just get free coffee, or no?
I actually should try that. The cheapest thing we could do is like 25 cents for like
Should
like
we
a
give
large
away this
ice water.
secret? Wait, so you can get a large ice water for 25 cents and then just get a free coffee with it. You're paying 25 cents
I
for
don't know
coffee.
if it would work. I'd have to see if it would work in the system. I don't know. It might.
All right, so everyone out there, try to game the system next Monday. See if you can get a actually free coffee. But
yeah, try to scam me out of some money.
Yeah, that'll be it. Everyone, good luck in your matchup this week, and Footbap Nation.
Let's ride.